Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm working on a little spoon here today, and this old piece of, I wanted to say it's elm, but I'm not sure. It's so old that I really can't tell. Um, let's see here. It came from the same batch that this did, but it's just like it's really ancient. So I'm not totally sure. It even has some spalting going on up in there. You can probably see from the lines and stuff. But before we go any further, I know some people have asked, oh, where do you get this wood at and stuff? Well, like I said, we wander around the property and across the woods there and um, find a limb. So this is one of our stashes as far as spoon wood goes. And this is, I want to say, an old pieces of maple, and you can see the spalting that is occurring in there because of the moisture and the bacteria, everything. But that's I wouldn't classify that as wasting wood by any stretch of the imagination. If anything, you're giving it another life. That tree lived its 100 years or so and got knocked down by a storm, and we got it, and we're kind of weathering it up, and we'll make spoons from it. Here's a piece of really old burl wood, got spalting in it and everything else, and I carve out spoon shapes from it, then sand it on down and stuff, and there's another big old hunk of it. This piece of wood is like ancient. I mean, really, really old, but it is just as solid as it can be. So we're over here by the bird bath station, and here is an example of where we got a lot of our wood, like this tree here. It came down, let me think, 10, 15 years back, and we've processed a lot of the wood, and we got it, some of it sitting out here, weathering and everything. It's still nice and solid. Just keep it off the ground. My bird, I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your meal, but you see, I live in a place that's got trees everywhere, and chances are there's going to be a storm that's going to knock it down, or out there we're going to trim some of this stuff up for the gardening season, because it is kind of created a blockage for a lot of the southern sun. It's morning time. You see sun coming up over there, so that's east. There's south, west, north. Alright, we came out to our little work table outside here, and as you can see, we're taking our detail knife, and what we do on one side, we do it on the other, and keep eyeing it until we get the shape that we want. You see, this wood is so old, how the layers have started to kind of really dry out. I mean, this is some seriously dry wood, and you use your hook knife, because this wood is really, really old. You can just do a little bit at a time. Yeah. I remember how I showed you that blank in there. We traced the shape of a spoon. This is going to be a little bit bigger than a tablespoon, and I left some heft on this handle, that way we could play around with it a little bit. But you can see where I traced it, then we cut it out. Used a camping saw, then a coping saw, and now we're at the point where you can use your hook knives, your detail knife. I know one of the channels had asked where can you get a basic set of knives and stuff, tools to do this. I got this, most of the stuff from Amazon. It's made by a company called Beavercraft, and it's done really well, you know. And I use sanding blocks, coping saw quite often. But you can get a decent set of these kind of knives and stuff. Cheap as 19. Most of them are about 35. But yeah, I mean, you can get, you know, mega expensive if, you know, you want the super duper name, I guess. But this $35 set has done quite well for me. I'm quite pleased with it. Okay, this is a sanding block. You get these for just a few dollars. A pack of anywhere from like 6 to a whole bunch more than that. Different grits, grades, and you see this is a 60. But you can get them in all different sizes and shapes and stuff. But you can cut these things, you can wash them off, and I mean, they last a good long time. Here's a new one. Okay. Cutting saw help you cut those shapes and stuff. But okay, it doesn't take me very long to make a spoon carving video mega long, you know. So I usually cut them off, and before it gets too long and everything. But I wanted to show everybody that, you know, well, not everybody, a lot of people have asked, do you waste a lot of wood? Well, no, every bit of this wood is picked up by taking down trees. Trees have been damaged by storms, trees that have been pruned up because they have become a danger, and that's what we do. So you get a little, you know, there's places where you can get splinters and stuff like that. I'll usually take a sanding block and, you know, knock the splinters down a little bit. That way it's easier to work on. And yeah, I got gloves, you know, for sharp points and stuff like that. But to tell you the truth, I've been doing this a long time, and I think I've gotten a few nicks here and there, but you know, I go slow. Another question they get quite often is how long does this take? If you wanted to sit down and do this from beginning to end and not stop, 20 minutes to maybe 2 or 3 hours. But I usually, you know, when I start a project like this, I let it go on for a week or so. And I mean, being retired, I enjoy the slowness of it and the relaxation of it, and just the fact that you're taking a piece of wood that would have otherwise just rotted right into the ground and, you know, giving it another life, so to speak. This is the pattern that was used, and you see that I gave this a little more meat. And I've got other patterns in here that you wanted to make different sizes and stuff like that. And quite often you'll find a piece of wood or something like that that's got like an imperfection in it, so you have to improvise. And you can see it's still basically, you know, the same exact shape. But let's say you get down here and you got a void, occlusion or something like that, and then, you know, you just make an adjustment. And let's see here. Here's another one that same basic shape, but just had to shorten it up because of voids in there. And you can see where like one tried to open up here. But you see how old this wood is. It's like ancient. But that's about what we do. And let's see here, where's that curved handle one we were working on the other week? Here it is. It's still got some moisture in it, so we're gonna sit there and let this dry out some more and give it some sand, more sanding and stuff. find our hook knife here. Guess this wood is hard, so keep it sharp, keep going, and knock a little bit down, and you'll get there. You see, it's just slowly falling away. Okay, well, I don't want to make this too long. I just wanted to give you an idea of what I do. And like I said, this wood comes from trees that have fallen down, had to be removed to safety or whatever like that, or just just falling down, storm damage, whatnot. So if you got something like this on your property, and you want to try a little spoon carving, just keep whittling away. As you can see here, here was a project that I was measuring out to see whether this would work. I mean, this was some really old, dense wood. And, yeah. Alright, everybody, y'all take care of it. We'll bring you back here, another spoon video here in a couple weeks, and show what we've been doing and stuff. But as you can see up here, this beast, it definitely needs some TLC, because it is an absolute menace of a tree. And we got tons of them everywhere. No shortage of wood. Alright, y'all take care.